bringing it down. Unmute it. Hey. There we go. Welcome to another episode of Ladies Night Radio Show. I am your host, Mysterious Jax, and we are coming to you live from the Good News Studio. That's right. You gotta look at me, girl. I'm like giving you hand signals. Shout out to you. We got Crazy Maria on the board over here. She is engineering for the second time in a row. What's going on, Maria?
Y'all. I'm back on the ones and twos.
You were looking a little nervous over there. What happened?
You know what it is that I forgot. So I have everything down packed. I just forgot
to play the music.
I know.
You're like, I pressed start. Why isn't it starting?
But you know what? It's like he says, practice makes perfect. So
exactly.
I will be down, and all y'all, excuse me, mama, all y'all bitches will be asking me for to be a part of your show.
All right. Well, we got Crazy Maria in the building. We are coming to you live, like I said, from the Good News Studio. You are tuning into Ladies Night Radio Show. Happy Friday, my loves. Woo! Happy Friday. Bow, 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 bow. See, this is when I need you to do the horn. So. It is. All right. Not too loud. Not too loud. You don't want it too loud. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys are all hanging in there in this quarantine life. I just realized I was counting down the days of how many days I've been in quarantine, and I've been in quarantine for 50 days now. Yes. 50 days. That's and crazy. So mine started March 13th. So I don't know how long you guys have been, but man, 50 days. I just really have pretty much accepted this is my life, and I'm okay with it.
I'm sure, right?
I'm at home, and it's peaceful. I like my home. I'm blessed. I got everything. And, yeah, I like my neighborhood. I can go out and walk, and, there's a lot of white people around my neighborhood, so I feel pretty safe, You know
what? I'm going to slap you for that huge stereotype.
No,
I don't know how.
Look, I'm just kidding. Jeez, can I make a joke? Jeez. Okay.
I was just going to say about that guy that walked by us.
Oh, okay. So Crazy Maria, because I don't have contacts on right now or my glasses, I can't really see at the moment. So my sister has been doing me a favor to pick me up, and we drive together to the studio.
I love that.
And yeah, I know we get some bonding time. We talk, It's like our therapy session. Okay, sister. No, but as I was getting in the car, there happened to be this man walking on the sidewalk behind me as I was walking.
Young man.
Who happened to be Caucasian and
redhead.
Wow, you just describing it to the T. And for some reason, something told me to turn around. I don't know why, but I always just go with my instincts. I don't know about you guys.
Have you not seen
That's
Get
how
Out?
I've survived in 30 plus years. I Get Out. But it wasn't more so that he was white. It was just, I don't know. I guess it was the way he was walking or just the way he was looking. I don't know what it was. Something just told me to turn around, and I did. I kept turning. I was walking to the car, opened the door. I turned around again. My sister was like, "What are you looking at?" So she's staring, and so she's just like, well, I forgot what you said. But I'm not saying, don't say it.
The thing is that I had seen them at the corner when I hit the corner, and I said, damn, they look like some big time red, and you just end the sentence, right? And so I picked Jackie up, and he was walking down the street, and I'm not racist by far, but you got to look at your surroundings.
I think we're all a little racist deep down inside of us.
And Jackie, when she looked at him, I said, yeah, all he needs is a gun, huh? And she was like, for real.
I didn't say that. I was like,
no,
damn.
yes. He looked like
anyways, we're not always thinking like that.
So I'm saying that because I'm backfiring on your damn comment.
It was a joke, but that's why it was a joke. It was a joke.
But you know what?
That's not a tasteful joke.
Oh my God!
Be careful. I'm just kidding.
Be careful with your phone. It might be leaning on. That's why it's a little staticky on there.
Is it? No. Is it?
Sorry. There it goes. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just give him something else to lean it. I think there's a box under the table.
Lean on me.
There's a box on the table. Look at her.
Hit that note.
Don't even get her started because she thinks she can sing, and I swear
you know
to
what?
God,
It's
she
okay
can't sing.
because I think I can sing too, but I can't. So together we can
Same.
sing.
Hey.
What do you want to sing? We should sing something for them tonight. Yes.
All right. Before we sign off,
night is over.
Before we sign off tonight, you guys are gonna sing a duo together.
Yeah.
All right. So today is Friday, May 1st, 2020. In case you have absolutely no idea what day it is and have just blended all your days together, be careful with that. That actually is a really beautiful crystal that was gifted. I wouldn't say gifted, but it's very heavy. From shout out to Moni from Never Not Extra. She gifted the studio like this crystal for us to have here. It's really dope. It's still hers. She's just allowing us to have it here at the Good News Studio. It's so dope when you plug it in.
Yes, cleans the energy.
Yeah. So thank you guys all for tuning in. We got a great show for y'all to get tonight. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. I will say pour yourself a drink because we get a little crazy in here, and you might need to take a shot to handle all this craziness.
Sure do.
So before I start the show, I definitely have to introduce my special guest for the night. This gentleman is a friend of the ladies. He loves the ladies, and the ladies love him. He has been here before. This is actually his third time to the studio, but the second time on Ladies' Night.
I've been here more.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, 4 times to the studio because you were on Get Right. You were with
that was a lot of fun.
you were on the Good News Radio Show. You were with the Get Right, and you were with Ladies Night twice. So you've been here 4 times.
Yes.
He is a director, a filmmaker. He's president and CEO of his Mighty Aphrodite Pictures company, and he's just an amazing person. He's an award-winning filmmaker. He has so many films that he started. His first film that he ever made was with an iPhone, and it got into so many film festivals. So help me with applause. Help me introduce Jorge Xolalpa Jr. Woo, 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 woo! Yes, there we go. Yay! Good job, Maria. Bring it down a little bit.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited. Yes. I can't wait to get drunk.
Hi, Jorge. ¿Cómo estás?
Hi. I'm good. I'm really happy to be out since the 13th. So
I know we were talking about that.
It's like I was so excited. I keep telling you guys that I'm stuttering and I can't. I don't remember when my last human contact was.
Aww.
I know.
Okay,
that got really depressing for a moment, but I'm great, guys.
It is a bit
I think
depressing.
everybody went through that kind of that part where it was like, yay, I'm excited that I don't have to go to work, and then it's like, okay, no wait, I'm at home stuck, I can't leave.
Yeah,
I think everybody kind of went through levels of emotions through the quarantine, and that's why I was joking in this top part of the quarantine. I feel like I've accepted it. This is where we are.
Yeah.
This might be our life for the next few months, and I'm okay with it. You have to be okay with that to be okay with the just the energy. I know a lot of people are trying to protest over there in the OC, which is insane.
White people.
Once again.
Stop it. Who did you bring with you today?
I brought my mom. Traje a mi mamá. I brought her with me today because she's been home with me, and I was like, Mom, come with me. We gotta go out there. You gotta see me get drunk.
Hey. What's your mom's name?
Sorry, my mom's name is Teresa Ramirez.
Hola, Teresa. ¿Quieres decir algo?
Nada, estoy muy...
Lo puede agarrar ahí, está bien.
Oh, póngase los audífonos, ya los limpié.
Yes, shout out to Crazy Maria, who wipes down the studio every time before and after we leave with the Clorox wipes that we have here in the studio. We want to make sure that we are clean during this quarantine and we're following the rules.
Thank you, guys. ¿Cómo te sientes, mamá? Cuéntanos.
Feliz, estoy muy feliz de estar aquí. Gracias por habernos invitado, invitar a mi hijo, que es lo más importante.
Claro que sí. Él ya es familia aquí en del Good News.
Muchas gracias. Estoy contenta de estar aquí. Gracias por su invitación.
Muchas gracias.
Mama comes with me all the time.
I love that.
I love that. That's a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
So we were Maria and I went to your I want to call it your movie premiere, but I don't think it was a movie premiere. It was like a screening.
It was it was an industry screening for
your Iron Lady.
Yeah, based on my mom's life.
And it was about your mom's life, and I think that me and Maria, because we're obviously we're sisters, but anybody who went there enjoyed the fact that you were able to tell your mom's story, even if it was just I know you said it was 2 chapters of her book that she wrote.
Yes.
And you got 2 chapters out of it, and you decided to make a film out of it. And I think that a lot of us would, especially kids who have immigrant parents, would like to tell their parents' story. And the fact that you were able to do that and show like where your mom came from and share that, like, that really spoke to me. And I, from me having us having immigrant parents, it just made me connect with you even more and appreciate, the value that you're bringing, because you have a platform and you're like, I'm going to tell stories that really matter to me, that I like our people can see us in there,
No, and thank you,
and that's
guys.
what I love.
Thank you for coming. You guys I've always said it. You guys have supported me since the very beginning, and I don't know what you guys saw in me since the beginning to allow me to come and talk about my work here.
Superstar, my honey, superstar.
That film was very personal. It's not based on my mom's life, based on her book.
I felt it.
And I sometimes I think about making sequels because there's so much to her life. And when I first started doing it, there was a couple backlash because they were like, well, who's your mom? I was like, well, it doesn't matter who she is. It's just she just has a story that I want to tell, and that was very important to me. And it turns out that it resonated with a lot of moms, not just Latina moms, but moms around the world,
in general,
just in general, because it shows you that a mother is willing to do whatever to
I was just telling Jackie that
for
on
their
our
children.
drive here.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Can I just jump
Yes,
in for
go for it.
everybody that's listening? We do have a chat room. I know you have a lot of followers that are listening today.
Yes.
We do have a chat room that you can chime in and chat with us, and we will be mentioning the comments throughout the show. Just go on ahead and click on that chat box and feel free to put in your comments or whatever you're feeling at that time, and we will announce it during our show. Rayvon's in here, Jackie. The comment is, so when are me and Peter coming back? We need 4 times also.
I feel you. You are definitely coming back. Actually, they were my guests 2 Fridays ago, and we had an amazing show. And he's actually been sending me a lot of topic ideas. He's ready to have more topic discussions. So shout out to Rayvon, and Peter. I love them.
Love that name.
Yeah,
Well,
Rayvon.
He said just let me know when, and
All
they're
right.
ready. So
I got you, boo.
they want that 4th comeback. Hey,
I want
to
to
the
come back,
ladies'
so you bring
day.
me back too.
I'm gonna
okay?
start keeping track, and I'm gonna start giving awards, like how many times people have been on Ladies' Night for sure.
I just love coming back because it gets so real. You guys
Yeah.
have to talk about. I do a lot of shows. Well, not a lot, but when I do press, and they, of course, they tell you what to talk about and what not to talk about. But like here, we get real about things.
Yeah.
And that's important.
I like that. I like people to be honest, be themselves. And the fact that you bring your mom, like I've had my mom on my show before. I loved it. It was like one of my favorite episodes to have her and interview her. So I just love the connection that you have with your mom too. It just makes me like love you more, man. That's why I freaking love it.
Oh, definitely.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start off the show with some chisme. So today's chisme is more like of something that I kind of has been like sitting on my mind. Earlier this week, I don't know if you guys have been on social media or not, but we saw some videos of some kids filming themselves throwing eggs or an egg at a street vendor. And another person was caught, recorded themselves slapping the raspado man, which is like the ice cream man for, the Latino community. But, and quickly people have turned these ignorant, disrespectful acts from kids looking for clout or their 15 minutes of fame into something, like racism. And to me, that's not how I took it. I feel like, these kids who are doing these videos, social media is something that has definitely like wanted you to allow people to think that they have almost a chance to become famous, right? And some people have off of these videos and stuff. But I think this is going about it the wrong way. It's definitely not something I agree with. But as I was reading the comments, I was like, okay, I didn't look at it as like, hey, black people versus brown people. I looked at it as like, these are disrespectful kids who have no damn, manners, and their parents need to fucking whoop their asses. And at the end of the day, like this is too much. So I think that we need to talk to our kids about it. And as soon as I saw these videos, I sent them to my goddaughter and my nieces, and I was like, you see this? I was like, this is something I would never want you to do. Like, never disrespect not only the elderly, not only people that are older than us, but just people in general. Like, right. Act like a human being, give that love and respect. Like, everybody's going through something right now. We're struggling. Those street vendors, that's how they make money to feed their families. And a lot of them, happen to be people without papers or immigrants, like
people of color.
And they sometimes they're scared to report these things to the police because they don't want to, pretty much at the end of the day, like, mixing that. Like, they're not going to report it because at the end of the day, it's just they don't want. They're fearing of getting like right now with Trump in the office,
right.
Getting what's it called, deported. That's like the biggest fear. That's the biggest fear of why people won't do stuff. So
it's fear mongering, and I think I think that if people are not being empathetic enough now, then it makes you wonder how these people behave when there's no quarantine.
Exactly. So I also just wanted to clear it up because I have a lot of friends of different nationalities and races. I have a lot of, friends of white backgrounds, Black, Asian. So, I know I make some jokes in here and there, but I definitely don't ever disrespect people in that manner of like slapping somebody just for fun. They literally, I don't know if you've seen that video. They just slapped them.
Unless you're Caitlyn Bennett.
Who?
Caitlyn Bennett, the gun girl that shit herself.
Wait, who is that? I don't know.
You guys don't know who that is? Oh
no.
My God. That red hair girl that she goes and interviews people about, she's a conservative and interviews people about liberal stuff. And then,
but she's not redhead, right?
Well, she's something.
She's a blonde.
No, you're talking about Tori.
That's
Yes,
Tawny Laren.
that's what I'm talking about.
Tawny Laren, yeah.
I can't
that
stand
one.
her.
Yeah,
I know.
Neither can I.
But at the end of the day, even if you disagree with somebody, even if they're like their views are just opposite of yours, are you really going to go ahead and slap her? Like, I know you want to, but you shouldn't. Like, unless she, you know, at the end of the day, we have to respect each other.
Honestly, I don't even think this is like opposite views. I just think this is just malicious kids just doing what they think is funny, and it's going to get them followers or it's going to get them laughs and just clouting, you know, the internet.
I will say the two kids that were filming themselves slap the Raspalo man, they actually tagged somebody that's really known in the community and here in LA. And he was like, don't ever tag me. He ended up meeting with the two boys, and apparently they had a fist fight. And that fight is on the social media too. Because
who was this person they tagged?
I'll show you the video after.
Okay.
I honestly don't even remember the guy's name, but I saw the videos, and it was an okay fight. Like, I mean, not okay. There's no fights are okay, but I'm just saying, like, he kind of was like, no, you're not going to put my name in this. That's disrespectful. Yeah. And like, he kicked their asses for that.
Yeah. And can I just say one thing before you finish this?
Yeah.
I also think it has to do a lot with the privilege that gets infused into the American culture. You know,
talk about that.
You know, we grew up, we grew up with this thing where we can go ahead and become whatever we want, but they forget to teach us that we have to earn what we want. And there's this idea that just because you live in America, you're very privileged, and you can just go in and do what this kid did to this Raspado man or to these street vendors, you know, and there's no consequences, you know. At the end, it's like it's on social media and then they get heat, but I guarantee you that a week or two are going to go by and no one's going to remember who these kids are. Yeah, and it's like that's why they need to be held accountable.
Somebody that I do follow, she is like a radio personality, and she was like, let's find his address and let's send him love. Let's send him some money, you know, whatever, because at the end of it, we don't want to reward the kids by reposting their videos with the clout chasing. We want to, you know, help out the gentleman that was part of the victim in this, you know. So yeah, I just had to talk about that. I'm definitely super upset that they did this, but I'm definitely not making it a race thing. It's not black versus brown people. It's more of like respect. Yeah. Stop being disrespectful out there. Have some damn manners.
And you know, where are these parents?
Right.
Take care of your children.
And if this is your child and you saw the video, please whoop their asses for all of us. That's all I'm saying.
And hold them on quarantine till 2025.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that the parents did see this and did
reprimanded them. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Because I was that child that, you know, kind of drove
around.
And,
do you want to say that story? I wasn't going to say it.
I'm not going to lie.
Okay,
you know,
so
it is like a funny thing as a child, but in these, like in this pandemic times, like it's not funny, right? Yeah. But I didn't go around slapping nobody, and I didn't go around like, you know, egging people in general, but I did go around like, you know, with my little water gun and like just spraying people
or like ding dong ditch or whatever,
you know, whatever. Okay. But it's not funny to put your hands on people. So I just feel like it is a stupid act on a child that probably needs to get his butt whooped.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had to get that off my chest. That was the Cheeseman for today. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the topic. We have the amazing Jorge here, and he's going to be talking about his new film, what he's been doing during quarantine, how he's been entertaining himself, and as a creator, what have you been working on? What new projects since everything's kind of on hold? Yes. Bring it down a little bit. And yeah, so, okay, let's talk about your new film. So the film before this one, you had made called Your Iron Lady, which was about your mom's story.
Yes.
And now we're working on what movie?
So I'm working on Melancolia, but actually Your Iron Lady is supposed to be this year's film. Unfortunately because of COVID-19, we've had to postpone a total of 17 film festivals all around the country. Yeah. So it's kind of on hold. And Melancolia, which is the film that I just shot in February through March with Alessandra Rosaldo, who's and a wonderful actress. She's Eugenio Derbez's wife, and she's from Sentidos Opuestos, the lead singer. We had to postpone the film on March 13th because of quarantine. So luckily it's done, you know, thankfully it's done. But that film is supposed to hit film festivals or theaters next year in 2021. But who knows what's going to happen now that...
How do you say it?
Melancolia. So in English, we're like melancholia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's actually, I think it's going to start a lot of conversation. It's a film about the aftermath of a school shooting. What, you know, we've seen films about actual school shootings, and we've seen films about, you know, the the people who commit these school shootings, but this is actually about the parents and grief, what these parents go through, and it inspired me.
Wow.
Two things. One, because my niece was caught in the middle of school, in the middle of shooting at the Lama Mall, I believe 2019 or 2018.
What?
Can't remember when it was. And then
the one in Torrance?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the second thing that inspired me to write this film was watching. When you watch these videos about parents giving press conferences about what happened, and all these people just saying they're actors, and it hurts me to say how people say these shootings are hoax, and these parents are hired to be to perform, and I'm just thinking why would you think that, and this. Part of these people are from the conservative side, gun right owners, NRA people and whatnot. So that's what really inspired me to write this film. And I won't tell you much about it because it's such a trippy film. But I'm excited because I wanted to start a conversation. I actually spoke to a parent. I won't say her name because I don't want to put her on the spot. But I spoke to a parent who lost her daughter in Parkland, Florida, and she was an unofficial consulting producer for the film, and she guided me through, and I used a lot of her videos that she came out because she became an activist after what happened, and I sort of inspired the film around what she went through, but it's a fictional story. So yeah.
Man, that's I can definitely tell you that a lot of people are going to be interested to see that, because you're right. A lot of people make films about the shootings, but never like of what the parents have to do with after. You know what I mean? And so when you were talking about that, I don't know why, but it made me think of Kobe. For just the reason, like, everybody's talking about the death of how he died, but nobody's really talking about right now his family of how they are coping with his death. Right. So apparently today, shout out to Gigi, Little Bean. It's her birthday today. She would have been 14 years old today.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
And so I can only imagine her as a mother who lost her husband and her, child, of what she's going through. So just kind of like, we have to remember, like, we still have to be there for those type of people and support them, send them love. We should be sending her so much love right now. But anybody, any parent who's lost a child, let's never forget them, because maybe it was their only child too.
Right.
And that was it. Like, their world is just crazy. It's gone.
Right. No, and it's important too to talk about these things, because for me it's like, as you guys know, I come from a political background. Yeah. I have a poli-sci degree, and
yes. Wait. Before you guys, yes, he's being modest, but he was going to law school. He was going to be a lawyer before. You were in law school. Oh, you graduated.
Yeah, I did.
And before he decided to change and go into being a filmmaker and director. So this is a very smart young man. He's you are very smart, and you are. Also, you're a DACA recipient, right?
I am, yes, and that's why I'm a little. I'm trying to stay relaxed, not to change the conversation, but because I know that the court is supposed to make a decision Monday, and whether DACA gets canceled or not. I don't know what I would do. I don't even want to think about it. I've always said that with or without a paper, I'm going to succeed. Yeah. It's not up to this administration.
You are succeeding, honey.
Yeah, it's not up to the administration. But quickly, just going back to what I was saying about the shootings, I've always been involved in politics, and I'm a high believer of our Constitution. I'm very patriotic. I love this country, and I do agree with the Second Amendment, but I do also agree that changes need to be done. And this is why I made this film, because I want to start a conversation. I think people need to talk about the ideas. When you get all these gun right activists saying that you need your guns to protect yourselves, let me tell you something. I live every day, and no one's ever come to me with a gun to try to. No one's ever come to me to try to assault me, and me having to say, "Oh, I didn't have a gun." So. I don't want to talk much about it, but that's just my opinion, and I hope you guys watch the film because it's great.
I'm so interested to watch it, but it's currently on pause right now.
Well, we finished it. Luckily, we had to kill 2 scenes because we had to postpone the film and shooting film on March 13. We were shooting till March 17. But again, I'm blessed and I'm lucky enough to say that the film survives the way we shot it. So with the scene that didn't make it to the film, I believe in the universe. It is what it is, and it's still in post-production right now, so it should be coming out.
So it's being edited at the moment.
Yes, actually it's done, but I like to say that it's
done. Can I come to the screening?
Yes. Well, I want. Yes. Yeah. Let's curse this COVID-19 so it can go away, and then we can get back to partying. So really quick, I do want to ask your mom, Teresa. Usted, Jorge hizo una película de usted que se llama Your Iron Lady. ¿Cómo se siente de eso?
Contenta.
Sí.
Feliz. Sí, porque este proyecto me gustó mucho. Esta película que hizo mi hijo me gustó mucho. Es parte de lo que hemos vivido, ¿verdad?
Es su historia.
Okay. Exacto.
¿Estás feliz cómo salió todo?
Sí, Sí, muy feliz. Todo salió perfecto, salió muy bien.
¿Usted estuvo parte de el proceso?
Sí.
We're asking her if she was a part of the process.
She was there
of
every
making
day,
the
and you
video,
know what? She
the
has
movie.
a cameo. She has a cameo. You guys remember that scene where she comes, where Teresa comes out of the apartment and she sees her son across the street and she runs?
Yes.
So first of all, not only did we shoot the scene in that same spot where it happened in real life,
Really?
but there's a pedestrian walking as she's crossing, and that's my mom. She's crossing and you know what? Just think about this, made me want to cry because that was a very special moment.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
Reenacting that moment.
And we went back to the apartment, and someone lives there. There's a family with 3 kids now, and I walked the apartment, and the manager that manages the building still lives there 22 years
What?
later.
Oh my
So
God.
it was a very surreal experience, and I'm just happy that I did it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's a great film. If you guys haven't seen it, where can people come see your videos or
So
films?
I'm actually thinking of doing a digital streaming, just because again this was supposed to be the year for the film, so I might just go
Yes.
directly into streaming. My last film, Valentina, it's going to be in Pantalla, which is Lionsgate streaming site, pretty soon. So hopefully, if that does well, you know, maybe your Iron Lady could end up there. Who knows? We never know. But I've been thinking about doing an online streaming because I want people to watch this film.
Yes,
You know,
I think you
it's-
should share it. People would definitely connect with it.
Yeah. So let me know, guys, if you guys want to see it.
You should do something
share
like
it.
a promotional, like online virtual
Premiere,
but also like a Twitter. What is it called when you like a Twitter? You're on Twitter.
Hashtag.
No, you're on. You're on.
Sorry. I'm 31, guys. I'm old.
I'm with you, honey. My producer.
Now,
used to do-
hold up. If you are old at 31, what the hell does that say of me at 42? Calm down.
my
You
God.
are still young.
Do you guys remember when
Still young.
millennials? Sorry, guys.
Millennials.
It's the vodka.
You are a millennial.
I know, but do you guys remember when millennials were the youngest generation?
Yes. Oh my God. I
And
know.
now they make fun of us because we eat avocado toast, but they forget that Gen X ate Tide Pods. So
Wait, say that again.
they make fun of us because we overspend money with a $20 toast, but Gen X ate a Tide Pod.
Right.
Don't, okay? Don't. And Tide Pods aren't cheap. They're like $30, you know, so don't.
Apparently, with the president, we got to be putting bleach in our asses. So
Well,
Hey,
that's
people
what,
already do that.
that's what we're going to do to them OC people. We're going to let Trump be in charge of their medical rehabilitation status, if I said that right.
oh my God, you guys are funny. So another thing I want to talk about, and I want to let my listeners know, is that Jorge is an incredible film director and filmmaker, but he's also really prides himself in making movies that have Latina or lead. I'm not gonna say Latina, but women.
Yeah.
Women lead roles. Like, why is that important to you?
Because of my mother, I made this film because to me it was a love letter to her and the 2 women that I grew up with, and it's important for me that if I'm going to make films, that I make films that reflect who I am, and I am who I am because of them. 3 women that I grew up with. So it's always, and it's also growing up. I remember I used to gravitate towards films with female protagonists, and I used to think it's because of my sexuality, because I'm gay, but it actually turns out that
You're gay?
oh my God.
Stop it.
I know. I hide it well.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
but it turns out that when I turned 27. I know that sounds like a long time, but I came to the realization that we all come out at a woman. So why do we not? Why are we not standing with them? Why are we not like? Let me tell you something. If you're a man who thinks that women don't deserve the same rights as you, then your mom should have aborted you. I'm sorry, but
Preach.
we all come out of a woman,
Thank
whether you
you.
like it or not. Yeah.
Thank you. And I was watching
I love you for that.
one of the videos that you said you're not really a feminist, but you
Yeah.
are. And there's levels to being feminist.
Right. Well, there's a difference now. I feel like feminists nowadays are considered women who hate men, but that's what the media tells you.
That's a stereotype.
Exactly. But for me, like, it's just feminist is just a woman that needs a woman that needs to be equal
No,
as a
a
man.
person.
A person, I should say. Yeah.
That wants,
That
women to get
deserves.
the equal rights as men.
Yes.
As far as pay, as far as,
Yeah.
opportunities. That's what a feminist is.
Yeah.
It's not what the media is trying to tell you.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? Man hating, all that. That's not it.
And I think that throughout the process of making films with women in the last 2 years, it's not like I went to my production office and say, look, we're going to start making films with Latinas. Like, it just started to happen. Like, the universe started bringing Latinas to me, and I started bringing, even my crew in the last 2 films, it was 70% women.
That's
not
awesome.
even 50-50,
That's
and then
dope.
it was 100% people of color. So that's, and I don't pick. It's not like I pick and choose. It's just that the universe has brought these people to me. And these are the people that I want to work with and I want to continue to grow with. I'm not saying I'm not going to work with people of other races or backgrounds. It's going to happen eventually. It's just that if we all just concentrate in the work, I think that the universe takes care of
George, this
diversity.
is why I love you in so many ways.
Well, there was a film that you
really
had.
This.
I forget what the name is, but you had her, she was Caucasian. Sweet
Caroline.
Yes, that's the other one I saw, and she was not Latina.
She wasn't, no, and I got a lot of backlash for that because people would tell me, "Why aren't you making this with a Latina?" I'm like, "Well, I honestly, when I decided to make the film, I wanted to go with the person that was most talented at the time in my surroundings and in my network." And regardless, Samara is an actress that gave me my first opportunity because she's in Blue Line Station, my first iPhone film, and I'm always going to be eternally grateful for her. But that's not the reason why I gave her the part.
Wait, that was her?
Yeah.
She looks completely different.
Yeah, no. And I love her, and me and her are like family. We don't see each other that often because we're always busy.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like the way you create diversity is by just creating projects and allowing yourself to just be open to interpretation,
Definitely.
I think that there's certain people, there's certain colleagues who talk about 50-50 and, my production is going to be, 90% black and 80% Latino.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you do that, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but I think when you do that, you're actually discriminating. And I think that in order to be diverse, you just have to look for the talented person and believe that you need to be diverse because the universe brings that to you.
It does.
I'm kind of a hippie when it comes to that. I believe in energy and I believe in the universe and I believe that what you speak and your thoughts are very important.
Yeah.
Your tongue is a powerful
thing. That's why you should be
Mm-hmm.
careful. If in my head I'm thinking I'm going to make this film and I want a diverse crew or diverse cast, it'll happen.
Yeah. I agree with you on that for sure. And that's kind of how you and I got together.
Yeah.
We were brought, like we didn't know each other. We never crossed paths. There was a common person between you and I that said, you guys need to connect.
Yes.
And that's what happened. The universe brought us
Mincy.
together. Yeah, shout out to Vincent who put us together and was like, you guys need to meet and work together. And that's what we've been doing. And I have been following your journey and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm really thankful that you are able to share your story here on Ladies Night Radio.
Thank you. And you know what? Today when I was getting ready to come to the show, I was thinking how you guys have always been super grateful to me. Not grateful, gracious to me. And I was thinking, I don't know when I'm going to win an Oscar, but I know that I'm going to one.
Yes, you are, honey.
And you guys are going to be the first people that I'm going to come to. Like, I know Ellen's probably going to ask me, and all these night shows are going to ask me, but I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here to my neighborhood, and I'm going to, bring it here.
You make sure Crazy Maria is in the studio.
Everyone's got to be here.
No, Jackie is laughing, but you know how I'm saying this.
You'll be here.
You make sure Crazy Maria is in the studio when you come.
There's a funny story with that. If people watch the show and listen to it, I've kicked her off the show at least 4 times.
Really? During the show?
No,
she never kicked me off no damn show.
But here, you have to understand, when family works together, it's gonna get intense. So I'm glad you brought that up because this is real. This is what it happens when you work with family. It's not always like peachy king and kumbaya. You're gonna bump heads and stuff. So after a few shows, I've been like, we got into it, and I'm like, don't come back to the show. And then the next week she comes back with the bottle of tequila and like, hey sis. I'm like, hey, what's up? So she always comes back.
I can't with her.
I totally resonate with this because my mom just launched her cooking channel.
That's why I was going with that.
And
we were talking
please,
about
go ahead if you want.
No, I was going to talk about because before the show we were talking about things that you've been doing before the you're doing during the quarantine. That as creators we have to keep moving. We have to keep making things that's what feed our soul. It's not so much about the money. It's just what feeds our soul is creating content, creating things. And you were talking about the things that you've been working on during the quarantine since you're not able to make your movies.
Yes.
What have you been working on? Tell the people.
So I actually started my own YouTube channel because I've been wanting to talk about the process of making films. And I started with my very first film and then Valentina. And then my last film was about how film saved my life because I did have a failed suicide attempt back in 2015, which a lot of people don't know. My family knows, at least I think they know. My mother definitely knows. And it's important for me to talk about mental health, and it's important to talk about these things, not because I want to flaunt that I survived, but because I think it's important that everybody understands that there's more to life than wanting to end it. you know. And aside from that, I also started a cooking channel. Well, my mom finally decided because she has a blog with over 250,000 followers.
Wow,
but I told her, I was like, Mom, I know. I told her, I was like, Mom, you need to make a cooking show. So I finally convinced her. But sometimes working with family is a little crazy.
It is.
We get into arguments, and then we start crying together, and then we move, and then we get past the argument, and then we shoot the video.
You see, it's not just me.
No, it happens.
It's because you're passionate. This is your craft. This is what you do. This is my craft. This is what I do, and I put my all into it.
But see, he says they both cry together because they're both passionate.
Well, we both get mad.
You know what? I found out because she would tell me, "You talk to me you're too strict," and I'm thinking, well, here's the thing, Mom. Like, you know, of course, my mom, you know, she brought us here to the U.S. when I was 9, and my other siblings, I won't say their ages because they're old. But she brought us here.
You better stop. I'm getting tired of this.
I'm kidding. Okay,
40 and 50 is not old.
It's not old.
No.
But let me tell you something. So she brought us here in '98, and she, you know, she had a goal to make an empire, you know, and of course she doesn't have any formal school education, so her whole life when she's trying to tackle projects, it's always been, I'm not good enough. So that really upset me, and we had this huge argument when we shot her last video. And I said, "Look, you agreed to do this, so now you have to be the best, and you have to understand that whenever you make the next video, it's got to be better than the last one. And if you keep putting yourself down, then you are nothing but trash. But guess what? You got to wake up every day and tell yourself that you're great, because no matter what happens, if you don't believe in yourself enough to do this video, no one else is going to believe in you.
Right.
And let me tell you something: people were like resonating with her videos." And she's getting more confident, and she's doing all these recipes that she loves. But it's important, guys. Listen, and I'm telling everybody this: like, you want whatever you want to do, accountant, lawyer, doctor, stripper, do it with integrity. Love it. Be passionate about it. But don't expect for somebody to give you approval until you approve yourself and until you validate yourself.
And you don't need their approval.
Yeah.
Just do what you love. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And the success is going to follow you because you're following your dreams, you're following your goals, and you're doing it. And trust me, I'm not perfect at this radio thing. I'm getting better at it every time. Damn, sis.
But you know, that's a very difficult task. You know this whole idea of perfection. And my last YouTube video talks about it. The reason why I try to kill myself is because I became so obsessed we wanted to be perfect, so obsessed we wanted to succeed, and it's like in the process I forgot about my mental health. And that's why Black Swan is the reason why I became a filmmaker, because
I remember you said this. People
think that Black Swan is this film about, you know, ballerina dancing, and it is, but it's also about obsessions and what led her to her obsession to kill herself. So I'm not going to say I felt like Nina, but seriously, Nina, who was played by Natalie Portman, really talked to me when I watched that film, and it said, look, listen, you're not here to be perfect. You're just here to be who you are and just enjoy the journey.
Right.
You know?
Maria, you had something to say over there?
Yeah, so I'm up in the chat box. America Arias is asking, how do you feel about the SCOTUS decision on DACA?
Oh my God.
Coming, I know we just spoke about this earlier. Coming any day now. Anxious, hopeful. What are you feeling?
Honestly, for the very first time since this whole thing has been going on, I'm actually scared.
I'm really scared?
Very scared, yeah.
Damn.
And I try not to talk about it and not to give him so much importance, just because it's difficult, you know. And
definitely.
And I'm not saying this just because I want people to think that I'm lying or whatever, but I had a conversation with my mom 3 days ago. I said, look, Mom, we have to think about what's going to happen if this doesn't go through. And I started Googling where to become a citizen, like either New Zealand, Australia, Canada. Like, I started Googling like my history on my browser now. It's where do I need to go in case this doesn't happen? Because let me tell you something. With or without a paper, I'm going to succeed. It's not up to the administration.
I was just going to say that to you.
It's not up to this country. And I was having a conversation with a friend about this, how there's this idea that they sell to us that America's the best country. And you know what? I love it. I'm very patriotic. It's given me so much. But there's other countries out there.
Yeah.
And wherever I go, I'm going to succeed.
Yep.
But here's the thing. And I hope that whoever's listening understands what I'm about to say. I'm not going anywhere.
Ooh, that's right.
But I'm still afraid. It doesn't take away the fact that I'm afraid.
Of course.
You can't be afraid with faith, babe.
But it's because I get where his fear is coming from. And it's like your family's here.
Yeah.
Your friends are here. This is where you've established. So it's like
from
almost starting
that,
brand new.
Yeah, I also I run a property management company. Like, people don't know this. They I'm a filmmaker, but I also have a full-time job. I work. I do a lot of real estate development, and it's like, well, my livelihood can just be turned upside down in a matter of days. And I think that the Supreme Court, which was America was referring to, I think they're gonna do the right choice. I think they're not gonna overturn it. But if they do, all the DACA recipients that might be listening to me, just remember this: we've gone through worse. and this won't be the end of it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Right.
Yeah.
And I really do think that with the pandemic, that would be the stupidest move on their part, to be honest.
But you know what? We're talking about a president who's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing. I don't think he even cares
I know.
about a pandemic. Yeah.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, if you need, I'll marry you. You can stay here. Oh, my God. Will you marry me?
You got to get him one.
Well, y'all know y'all got to live in a house and make it look like y'all are good. So y'all got to have a room. Y'all got to do a little smoochy face.
Oh, my selfies. God.
No, I'm not kidding.
You're doing too much over there. You do
have to do all that. I know I'm doing too much.
But you know what? I've gotten offers to do it. And the whole thing about it's been, I'm not going to let, these are the most important things in my life. I won't ever let my sexuality or my immigration status define me.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Preach, babe.
Yeah. Well, but if anybody wants to marry me, I'm here.
You can still marry me. You can do your own thing. It don't matter. I'm not jealous.
Put it out there. Come on, girl. You should do that privacy. Okay. Lotus Hustle is on here. And she said the universe places us where we need to be. And that was in your conversation earlier.
Yes.
And she did also just say big facts. You have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
You are perfect, honey.
Yeah. And you know what? Real quick on that. You go to a meeting and you pitch something. Again, it doesn't matter what career you are because everybody has to pitch something at some point.
Right.
If you don't believe in yourself the way you believe in others, let me say this. If you don't believe in yourself the way you believe in God, you're not going to go anywhere in life. You got to believe that what you're selling is the best thing that anyone's going to get. And that's it. Even if it's bad, and I talk about it in my videos. Yes, I made my first film with an iPhone. And you know what? Someone who I will remain nameless commented on my video. This is a colleague, and I call him, even though I don't know him and I've never met him, he's a colleague, and he said, you shouldn't be promoting your film that you shot with $100 because you should be promoting things that are better.
No.
You should be promoting films that are worth $1 million. And here's the thing. I didn't respond to the comment, but I will say this. This is the first time I'm going to respond to this comment, and I know he's listening. I'm going to say this. My film is worth $1 million. And it's worth $1 million because I say it, not because you said it. Yes. And it's like, and people might think that I'm being cocky or a narcissist, but you know what? No, I just believe in myself enough to know that what I'm doing is what I need to be doing now. And
that's all that matters, because I saw an interview today with, what's his name? Tyler Perry. I saw sorry, sis, that must be the music. Okay, I love that song.
No, it's because I hear a static. I know. I love Leon Bridges.
And they were asking him how he feels or how he allows, people who write, the writers, that they tell you like how good your movie is or how bad
reviews,
your movie is, or
the reviews.
There you go, and not winning the
certain awards and all that.
Mm-hmm. And he just said, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say, because at the end of the day, it's all about what pleases me and the movies that I put out.
Exactly,
that's it. Yeah. When you focus on that, guess what? You're winning, because at the end of the day, you're doing what God's work is, what He has put you here on this earth to do, and everything else will fall into place.
And knowing how to use your privilege, again, we talk about what these kids did to this man with the raspado and all that stuff. Same thing with understanding that the term of competition, the term of here, I think it was mine. There you go.
All right.
The term or the word competition doesn't exist in my vocabulary, and there is this idea that when you say that, it's because you're a narcissist. But again, I'm going to clear things up. I don't believe in competition for this reason. You can come to me tomorrow and say, Jorge, I'm going to make your Iron Lady. Same script, but I'm going to go ahead and make it. And I'm going to say, congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah. I support you. Because your Iron Lady's point of view is going to be different than mine.
Yeah.
And we're so equally different. And I know that's an oxymoron, equally different. But we are. We're so different from each other that it doesn't matter. So if we stop, trying to compete with each other, and if we stop trying to put people down to make ourselves feel better, and if we just learn the aspect of knowing how to be respectful, we could actually go places.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not difficult to say congratulations, even if you don't mean it. It's free. Just say some. It's actually really important. And for me, when I see my friends or people that I don't even know succeed, it fuels me like. It gets me on fire.
As it should.
Because it's just like, it's awesome. Yeah.
As it should. Well, I definitely want to say before we move on to the next segment is you also started your own YouTube channel recently.
Yes.
And with that, I think that we were talking about that off air. It's like, as creators, we have to keep creating. And you usually create movies and films, and because that's on pause right now, you decided to move that over to YouTube. So like, what is your focus with YouTube? Like, what is it that you're trying to put on there right now? Because I know that you were telling me some ideas about it off air.
So I every video that I do is supposed to be the process of my last films. I've done a total of 5 films, 6 films, I mean. But
That's
this
awesome.
last video that I made, a lot of my followers and my subscribers were asking me about. They just didn't understand how I went from being a law graduate to a filmmaking. So I went further on, and I explained to them that it was through depression and a failed suicide attempt where I found passion for film, and I found that I could do something even when people told me that I couldn't. And I don't know, I'm trying to use this YouTube channel because it's under my production company, where I talk about experiences of making a film without budgets. And the main theme is just taking risks, and believing in yourself. But in the process, I've gotten very personal about my experiences and about things that happened in my life. And people have really resonated with that. I mean, the amount of messages that I get from people, aspiring filmmakers, film students. I'm all about film, our youth, because they're the people that are going to, educate my children at some point, And it's like, if the concept of just taking a risk and realizing that, yes, your first project is going to be bad, but your next one's going to be better, and you should be proud of that. So
exactly,
the fact, why did I launch this channel? It just was to kind of just talk to people and let them know that I'm just as normal as everybody else, and I'm probably even more effed up,
No, and just in case you didn't know, this gentleman right here made his first film with just his iPhone, and I think what you said, $100 budget. $100 budget and your iPhone. He made a movie out of it, and it got into so many film festivals. Yeah. So anything is possible. This is somebody that's telling you that what they've started from the very beginning, and that's why I've enjoyed watching his journey, because every movie is just getting like more and more, like your budget is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah. But it's awesome, and it's been great to see your journey. So far, my favorite film, because I just love and connect with the family vibe, has been about your mom. And
it's my favorite film too, but don't tell anybody.
No, we won't. Yeah. But we definitely want to get into our next segment, which of course is our game segment. Really quick, I know, right? Really quick, shout out your YouTube channel to people so they can YouTube it or Google it. So
you can find me on Mighty Aphrodite Pictures. That's my production company's YouTube channel, and you can see everything there. From even right now that we're in quarantine, my last 3 films are actually streaming for free on demand on the channel. So you can find me there, or at Jorge Xolalpa Jr. Yes. And you'll find me because I'm the only Xolalpa.
There you go. That's right. Please support my friend right here. He has been working his ass off. He is bringing great content, and he is just showing you that you can make it. Like, no matter what your past is, you can make it whatever you want to do. Put your mind, stay consistent, work hard, and you got it. So I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you. And love yourself.
And just love yourself.
Yeah. That's number one.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So once again, make sure you guys check him out. Follow him. His journey has been incredible. I am so happy to know him. And like he said, when he gets his first award over here, you're going to come to Ladies Night. You guys don't want to miss that. So make sure we come that. If you ever need some radio personalities in the background, or just some crazy girls, me and Crazy Maria are great for,
we should make I was just thinking right now, we should make a series about the radio world, because
I'm okay with
people need to understand that radio is dying, and it shouldn't be dying.
Thank you.
Like, if you would have caught,
I was gonna say, let him finish, but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You would have caught, or maybe past 2 little conversations, I'm not going to call them arguments or fighting, or conversations, you would have been like, this shit.
Yeah.
This shit would make it on the
but
real.
I'm serious.
But yeah, radio is definitely like dying, and I think that's
why
it
shouldn't.
I'm so happy to be part of the Good News Network, because it's like we're creating something new over here. It's like the world of radio, and it's the world of podcasting. We're creating something new, which is radio podcast. You're able to hear the show live, like radio. You can jump in the chat box, send your messages, or you can call in at 323-900-0478. You can talk to the guests. You can talk to me. You can talk to Crazy Maria. And then after the show, it saves as a podcast, and you can go back and listen to the whole show later. So I'm so happy to be a part of this. This also is a company that we've grown from the basement to where it's at now, and I'm happy that we have 2 studios, we have 17 shows, and we have so many amazing radio personalities here, and I'm just so happy to be a part of this. And we've been doing this, growing this since 2016. So I feel you, and I love it. Yeah, shout out to the Good News. Yes. Shout out to Ladies Night. Shout out to Jorge.
You guys follow Ladies Night.
radio show.
Ladies Night Radio Show on Instagram, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Jorge. And I'm sorry that I came late with that applause. I'm just looking
Girl,
at...
it's okay.
I'm
Let's
looking
blame it
at
on the
the
vodka.
chat box. And the chat box is going
Well, talk to us. What's going on in the chat
Yeah,
box?
what's going on?
All right. So Lotus says Tyler Perry talks about that on Black as Fuck. Talking about what
there's a
said
show
earlier.
Yeah, there's a show called Black as Fuck. Go ahead.
And I do agree, Lore. That's our friend Lore who was here last week.
Last Friday, our special guest.
Also, she said, hold on, let me go because I'm trying to skip Paisa real quick. Hold on. She also said that, Jorge, you are very inspirational.
Oh, thank you.
Paisa said, I'm going to skip one of his comments, but I'm going to go to the next. And I'm going to say, inspirational is me staying home fighting Vivid. Yeah, that's what he put.
Wait, Vivid is a porn site?
Yeah, I guess. That's what he put. And I was trying to, that's, yeah.
Oh my God,
While
Paisa.
y'all out there podcasting and putting us all at risk. And then,
You see, that's him. I told you.
Go to
Lotus
sleep.
said,
to
Lotus
sleep.
Hustle, who was here last week, said, commencement speech, hit me up on your speech that
She wants you to talk at the graduation.
Oh,
She works at a
really?
high school.
I'm down.
That's
I'm
awesome.
so down.
Yeah.
So Paisa says he just spoke to Goretti and he said
Garcetti.
I'm sorry, Goretti.
Mayor
Well,
Garcetti.
he put Goretti, but he said
Mayor Garcetti. What did Mayor Garcetti? He's talking to the ladies'
he
night.
said, "You shit it down,
You shut it down.
or I will." That's what Paisa
It sounds
told
like
him.
Paisa has been drinking a little
Yes.
tequila.
And he
Yes.
said, "I'm reaching out as a friend." Shout out to Paisa Lives Matter.
He sounds so drunk.
Paisa is fucking hilarious. Oh, he wants you to read this. He's just going along. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here.
Javi must be tipsy and
And it is no verbal contract.
I feel like you
Paisa.
read it like he would be talking right now.
Well, I started, and then all of a sudden they started coming in, and then I kind of caught into it. Like, no, he wants me.
He wants you to read that. It's
Bye,
funny.
Felicia.
Bye, Felipe. All right, so right now we're in our segment called Truth or Shot, and this is where we put our guests in the hot
Oh my
seat.
God.
Well, before you do that, honey, go on ahead and
Refill him?
Refill him. And while you're refilling him, I'm going to ask Mama over here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
¿Qué tan orgullosa está de Jorge?
Muy orgullosa.
¿Sí? ¿Y qué es una de las loqueces que él hace ahorita que están en el COVID-19?
¿Qué hace?
Una de las
¿Qué es lo
loqueces.
más
Una de las locuras es comer.
Oh my God, Mom!
No es cierto.
No, but it's true
Una
because we be
es-
cooking every day, so yeah.
Una es estar, estamos viendo películas,
She's trying to
comiendo
clean it up.
She's right. No,
palomitas.
but she's right. We eat a lot,
Es
yeah.
lo que nos estaba
We eat a
comentando,
lot.
We
que
eat a lot.
hacen muchas películas de videos de cocinar.
Sí.
So, por eso es que, ya. Y creo que
you.
estaba comiendo mucho porque ahorita estamos hablando de que
Pero-
estamos creciendo
Yeah.
mucho.
You know, I've gained 13 pounds.
I don't even want to get on the
You're
scale,
not the
honey.
only one. I don't want you guys to
wanna
feel
get
guilty.
on
I
the
read a
scale.
meme somewhere like, "Don't feel guilty, girl. You're
But
not
it's
the only one."
best 13 pounds I've
Ever.
gained in my life.
All right. Well,
But before
Te
we
adoro,
start,
mamá,
I
te
do
quiero.
have... Oh,
También te
I
quiero
love
mucho,
that.
aw.
Tengo una más pregunta para usted. En la película que fuimos a ver, que se llamaba The Iron Lady,
You're Iron Lady.
Your Iron Lady, hubo una parte donde usted dijo, no, esto no está correcto, lo tenemos que cambiar.
¿Qué él hizo?
Donde usted dijo, no, esto no fue así, vamos a cambiarlo así.
Well, you have to remember, he took the movie. He made the movie out of 2 chapters of the book that she wrote.
And she was there every day. Like,
I
she
know,
would
but
correct
I
us, yeah.
just, yes, that's what I'm asking.
But she wants you.
Yo creo que tenía que haberse cambiado algunas cosas porque no se podía sacar todo. Por ejemplo, cuando iba a trabajar.
Oh, ok, pero de que usted lo vio...
Pero de que todo estuvo perfecto.
Yeah.
Todo estuvo perfecto.
And she was there with me every day. She was actually consulting Victoria, who played her role, and just telling her, because she would, believe it or not, my mom's very, you see her here very like
Calm.
nice and poised, but she'd be like, no, that didn't happen like
She's
that.
very honest.
That's what I'm asking.
Nope.
Yes.
She kept it very honest the whole time.
Stage
And
mom,
she still
like,
she
you
oh
gotta
and
do
she
it
still
correctly.
reminds me sometimes. She goes, I wish you would, like she talked about her when she would work. She wanted to get more graphic on things that she went through, but unfortunately, sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. But I'm proud. I love you, Mom.
Aww.
I love you, hijo.
Aww. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into Truth or Shot. This is where my guests has to either answer the question or take the shot. And I gave him a good amount of vodka.
Oh, is this a shot I'm taking?
Yes.
I've been sipping it already, girl. Okay.
All right, bigger gulps. All right, here we go.
Gulps.
If you guys are in the chat box or if you're in my live, go ahead and send a question that you would want me to ask. But right now I'm going to start off with this question. From all your movies, Jorge, which has been your favorite cast to work with so far? So you can either answer it or you can take the shot and opt out.
No, I'm going to answer it.
What?
Yes, I'm going to
your
answer
favorite cast? Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That's tough. You're going to have to work again with these people sometimes.
It's well, maybe. Okay. So you asked me what my favorite cast was. I think it would be Blue Line Station. My very first film. Blue Line Station, yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
We got a caller.
We have a caller.
I know who it is. Go ahead.
Hey.
Thank you for calling Ladies Night Radio Show. This is Mysterious Jax. Who are we talking to and where are you calling from?
This is Paisa Lives Matter. Am I live?
Yes, you are.
You
Put
sure
down the
are,
music
honey.
a little bit. The music. You have no,
Does that ever get old?
never. We love hearing from
It
you,
never gets old.
Javi. What's going on, Javi? Do you have a question for my guest?
No, I'm sorry. When I was listening right now, I think you were asking him a question, but I didn't get to hear it. It got cut off as I was calling. That's why.
Oh
sorry.
yeah, so
Well,
he's
you can ask whatever you want. I'm kidding.
he's made many films. I want to say 5 films.
6. Yeah.
6 films, and I was asking him from all the films that he's made, which has been his favorite cast to work with so far.
But you didn't let me finish. So I was saying that my favorite cast to work with was Blue Line Station, but I love all of them equally.
Oh, no. That's not how this works.
I'll take it. I'll
That's
take
politically
it.
correct.
It's
Right.
the politician in
No,
me.
he
Yeah.
said he's actually said it was his first film, Blue Line Station. That was his favorite
Yeah,
cast.
it was, yeah.
So just
And-
Well,
because,
your baby is
you know,
always your first.
Yeah.
I agree.
What's up, Javi? How can we help you, honey? You have a question? There's static in here.
Yeah, I'm a little offended that Crazy Maria thinks that I'm like super drunk. I'm sorry that autocorrect. I'm just trying to. I'm texting so fast that it's just sending it in a different way. Not because I'm drunk, Maria. Okay.
No. Let me correct that, boo. I did not say that. That was
was
Crazy Jackie.
Oh, sorry, that
said
was Jackie.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so you
My bad.
obviously
That was-
didn't hear
that
it.
was
So
But
I will take your apology about
But-
in like 1, 2, no, 3, 2, 1, go.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Oh no, but I was going based off of what I was hearing. That's all.
Well,
But
we're
what's-
all drunk.
We're all
though.
drunk. It's
So what's
okay.
the big deal?
It's okay.
You know, I will never judge you, honey.
What's up, Javi?
That's not to say that we're not having. That's not to say that we're not having a few drinks.
You know,
We're
I was
drunk. Hold on.
Hey.
It's only 8:30. Give us at least another
I
half
know,
hour.
but
I
it's
know.
COVID-19.
It's
It
COVID-19.
doesn't matter
So-
what time it is. You want to get drunk?
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
For me,
Actually,
You're
it's
having
Christmas
fun.
every
Javi,
day.
I was gonna tell you, you guys have a great location. If you ever, Jorge, if you ever looking for like a residential, beautiful home with a
Yes.
pool, these guys have a beautiful home. You guys should connect.
I don't know. Javi might
I'm
want
sorry,
to
but
be
I
laying
gotta
in the
put-
pool
I
or
gotta
in the
put Jorge
couch.
on the spot. I got to put Jorge on the spot.
Okay.
Because he's called Cynthia a couple times to film at her office, but he
Oh,
hasn't. He
yes,
filmed at Minson's. He's filmed at Minson's.
That's her cousin.
When he says, "Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
her
I'm gonna call you
cousin.
back. I'm gonna film there." So I don't know. Can you take us off the list, please?
Oh
This is
my-
like a marketing call at this point. Please take us off the list.
So they want to know why you haven't filmed at her office yet.
Oh my God! You know, I'm a little too drunk to like give you a response. I don't know. No, but you know what? It's never personal. It's always just because I'm all over the place.
Yeah, you know,
But I
and-
love everybody.
And at the end of the day, we have to be honest. Sometimes things change. It
Yeah.
could be the weather. It could be the cast. So we
Yeah.
never know. But
Well,
Girl,
I mean,
it's indoors. It doesn't rain indoors. What are you talking about weather?
no. What I'm saying is that you
No,
know.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just joking. And
oh shit, I only
Okay.
got 1 minute
Cynthia
left on
said
my
if ever you
Instagram.
need to use her office to do any kind of filming for anything, she's available. And
Thank
her office
you.
is
Yeah.
I was
available
about
to
to
you.
say you fucking it up for yourself, Javi. So you better stop while you can.
We got to support Latino, in the artists, in the industry. So at the end of the day, we got to stick with each other. La raza is
Of
what's
course,
important,
I agree.
honey.
I agree. I just don't know why Maria's attacking me right now. That came out of left field, Maria. Oh my God.
I
no.
love this show.
It looks like Crazy Maria's not your favorite anymore,
Javi,
huh?
stop. You already know we good. Like, that was Jackie that was saying that. I was the one that was saying, like, I was
All right.
literally reading verbatim everything that you
Sorry,
were
I
saying
just have-
until.
Let him talk.
I got a quick question. So I joined in late. Is George, your mom's there?
Yeah, she's here with me, right next to me.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, no, because I heard her speaking right now. I think that's awesome. That's really cool. That's like
yeah,
the first I ever heard
she's
that, so,
she's
Here's
my
to
best
that.
friend. She comes with me to all these things.
His
It's
last
fun.
film, Your Iron Lady, was based out of her life.
yeah.
So
her book, yeah.
So she keeps a book.
Oh, that's dope.
She
wrote a book.
She wrote a book that talked about like
Her life, and he
life,
took 2 chapters out of it.
He took 2 chapters out of it, Javi.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Damn. So I guess we can get it's like John Wick. We're gonna get a part 2, 3, 4, right?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I was actually. We were just talking about that.
Sequel.
Yeah,
That's
how I
dope.
was talking about going back in time. Yeah, definitely. No,
Well, if I could play, any
Awesome.
role like
girl,
Choncha or
let's
whatever,
do it.
Stop
What'd you
it.
say?
La Choncha. What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
whatever you need me as, I can lose weight in a quick minute, or I could stay where I'm at. You
Oh
just
my
let me know.
God. Stop. What is wrong with
Oh
you?
my God.
Damn.
Stop, Javi.
And speaking of drunk, is Maria okay?
I'm trying to get a job here, Javi. Stop.
She's on probation at the moment.
My bad.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Javi. I appreciate it. Tell
Okay.
Cynthia and the kiddos I said hello.
She's right here. She heard the whole thing.
Oh, hello. I love you guys.
All right.
I miss you guys. Thank
Love
you
guys.
again.
Love the show. Great show tonight. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
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 All right. So we're going to go ahead and finish with the truth or shot questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All
Let's do
right.
it.
So the next one is truth or shot. You either have to answer it or you take a shot.
Okay.
The question is, Jorge, have you ever hooked up with any of your cast members? Dun, dun, dun. You can either take the
Híjole.
shot or you can answer it. I would just take the shot, just to, even if
Or
it's not
lie.
true or
You know
not.
what?
Or
You know
lie.
what?
No, don't lie.
Lie.
We are honest
You know
people on
what?
Ladies' Night. Thank you.
You know what? Yes.
Oh my God.
After the show, I'm gonna need details.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't take for details on the
Many
shot.
times. I'm just kidding. But yes.
Oh, damn. I love this question. Okay.
Keep asking. Keep them
All
coming.
right. All right. Okay, I got you.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Truth or shot, Jorge?
Okay.
Truth or shot? Where's the craziest place you've ever had sex? Mind
my
you, his mom is right
God.
there.
Jackie, I can't even believe you asked this
You
question.
know my whole family's watching too.
Ah, so you can either take the shot.
Yeah, I'm taking the shot.
Wait, Mama Tessa's looking at you like we gonna have a conversation.
I know. She's ready to whoop my ass.
Oh my God. Well, that's it. You don't have to be in the hot seat
Aw,
anymore.
that's it?
You want
Okay.
another one? I can
Yes,
do
I
another
do.
one.
Yeah,
okay,
please.
hold on.
Bring them.
All right, here we go. Jorge, what's your go-to porn?
Oh my God. I'll tell you.
I think I feel like you had this question last time.
Probably, but it changes.
Oh,
Duh. Hello. You got to spice it
You know
up.
what? Can I tell you? And my whole family's watching. My siblings are watching, and I hope they don't get offended. They shouldn't, but oh my God, why did I think this was going to
Why
be a
would they get
question?
offended?
Because no, I don't know. I just maybe they'll be like, "Why are you saying
Yeah.
this?" But I actually, for some reason, first of all, I'll tell you what it is. But for
Lesbian
some reason,
porn?
no, some
That's
reason,
mine.
I thought you guys were going to ask me this question, so I rehearsed it.
Shut up.
Yeah, but you know what? For some reason, I've been watching a lot of bisexual threesomes.
Okay, well, what is it? 2 girls,
Yes,
1 guy?
honey,
2 guys, 1
yes.
girl. What is it?
Either.
All of it. Okay.
Yeah, because it's all about love, right?
I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
Oh my God, I feel weird now. The people are.
no, don't feel weird. I'm trying to give you all the love.
Maria,
My
bring it
brother's
down.
like covering his ears. He just sent me an emoji.
You know what? It is what it is. It happens. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Everybody watches porn. I watch porn.
Well, good thing my mom
my
doesn't
go-to
understand.
porn is big booties.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh, last time it was BBC, remember?
Remember? Yes. I knew that conversation.
But I'm telling you,
That
it
one too.
changes.
It does change.
changes.
And it's
yeah.
not BBC, it's BBD.
No, it's BBC. No, it's cock. We're a hot mess. We're a hot mess. Oh, it's getting hot in the studio. Okay, I'm gonna wrap that up.
Damn, I was just kidding.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just
All
playing.
right. So before we go, I love to end the show on a positive note, and I want you to cheers something that's going on great in your life. You know, this is where you share something you're proud of. You give yourself some love, or other people in your life some love if somebody accomplished something. So go ahead and give a cheers to anybody in your life, yourself, or anything that's going on.
Me right now? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is where we end on a positive note.
Honestly, low key, I just want to give a shout out to myself.
Yes. Oh, yes. Give him a round of applause for that. Thank you.
Because I love everybody and I support everyone, and I'm always like 100% behind like your goals and aspirations, but I can't do that if I'm not in a place in my life where I can do that, where I can stand and say I'm okay with who I am. So I'm going to give myself a shout out for everything that I've done in the last 6 years and everything that I've gone, you know, ups and downs. And I want to tell my future self to just keep doing it.
I'm so proud of you, dude.
Yeah.
For reals. Well, all right. And I'm going to go ahead and give a cheers to... Who do I want to give a cheers? I'm going to give a cheers out to someone specific. I'm going to give a cheers out to my brother, Rafa, who has just been such a great person throughout this whole quarantine. And, you know, I don't really shout out specific people, but for some reason, something told me to shout him out. He has been very helpful around the house at my parents' house. He's been stepping it up and just taking care of his family. And he actually hooked me up with some eggs the other night. So I want to shout him out. Shout out to my brother. And shout out to anybody who's just taking care of other people, you know, and just stepping it up. So, yeah, I mean, once again, before you leave, where can people find you?
Nowhere. I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
No, you guys can find me on Jorge Xolalpa Jr. at Jorge Xolalpa Jr. on all my social media or Mighty Aphrodite Pictures.
Hey.
Yeah. MightyAphroditePictures.com.
And what film are you working on right now they can be ready to watch?
Right now, I'm actually not working on anything. Just my YouTube channel and my mom's cooking show, which, you know, just concentrate on that, staying healthy.
Shout out her YouTube channel.
Yeah, shout out to my mom's YouTube channel, Cocina con Tessa. Follow me, and you know, I'll you know, you'll see I tagged her on her last video, and you know, if you like Mexican authentic food. And let me just say this real quick. She doesn't only cook Mexican food. She cooks all kinds of food. She does pupusas. She does arepas. She goes and she does paella. She like really just loves cooking. So it's more than a cooking show. It's just her passion for making culinary arts.
Definitely. And I went on to her site before our show started. And let me tell you, you will be so happy and it will change your mind. And for those of you that are single, you will be married by the end of the year.
Hey.
Just saying.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jorge. Thank you, Teresa, for being here.
Thank you for having me. I am drunk. I'm happy.
You should ask her mom what she's grateful for.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sí.
The same question.
And I'll translate.
Please.
Okay. What's the question? Mamá, la pregunta es, ¿qué es algo de lo que tú estás muy agradecida? What are you grateful for, Mom?
Ahorita en este momento.
En este momento, right now, at this moment.
En este momento.
Sí, en este momento.
En este momento estoy muy agradecida porque tengo 4 hijos que me adoran.
Y se ve. Y se nota.
Está bien feliz.
Nota mucho.
Y 4 nietos igual. ¿Sí?
So I'm going to be like the beauty pageant, the translator. At this moment, I am very grateful for the 4 children that love me and my 4 kids.
Oh my God! It sounded like
grandkids. My 4
and
grandkids.
Grandkids, she said.
I sounded like the guy.
You did actually.
I know, right?
That was really good.
Should do voiceovers.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, and thank you guys for coming. If you guys enjoyed tonight's episode, please share us with your friends. We're Ladies Night Radio Show. We're all about women empowerment. What we love talking to everybody and meeting everybody, and just I loved having Jorge here. Jorge is family here to Ladies Night, and we're so proud of him. We're following his journey, and he's always welcome anytime. If he wants to come back next week, he can always come back next week. We love you here, Jorge.
Girl, I
at
would
the Good
come back
News.
Next week.
Come here. You want to be my guest co-host?
Yes.
So we can interview the guests. So you can come here and be my co-host. Okay, I'll keep you in mind.
I'll be here next week. Yes.
Okay. Then come through.
Yes.
Once again, get the outro music ready. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Mysterious Jax. This is Ladies Night Radio Show. And just remember one thing, ladies.
You are enough. Yes, we love y'all.
Hey, 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 hey.
That was supposed to be Big Booty Hoes.
Big booty, big booty.
Come with it.
Hey, hey.
But it was the instrumental because I heard that I couldn't have the one.
You got to press end.
We love you guys.
Love y'all. Thank you.